Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to go ahead and do this single chapter in Exodus 22. And it's very short. Let's get into it. Whoever steals the ox or sheep asunder and sells it must pay back 5 heads of cattle and the ox or sheep for the sheep. And the thief caught to break in the night to struck the offender below. The offender is guilty and bloodshed. It happens after the sunrise. The offender of the guilty of bloodshed. Anyone who steals must certainly take litigation. But if they had nothing, well, they must sell and pay for the thief. The stolen animals and found alive in their possession. And an ox or donkey or sheep must be paid back double. And when he grazed with their livestock in field, vineyard, and the other little stray gazed in someone else's field. A vendor must relation from the past to field their own vineyard, and if fire breaks, it's burn no brushing. As a burn of sorry about that. Shock the grain. A thinning grain whole field, and who starting the fire must take a nation. Anyone who takes the labor of silver and goods to safekeeping, and the silver in the neighbor's house, the thief if caught must pay back double. But the thief is not found, the owner of the house must appear before the judge and must determine whatever the owner of the house laid as a picture on property. And the thief the possession of the ox and donkey shipped in agreement of the other lost property, in which somebody says, "This is above mine and parties, bringing the thief before the judges. The one whom the judge declared guilty and pay back and double the others. If anyone gives a donkey and ox, sheep, and other animals to take their neighbors as safekeeping, and dies on jury, or taken a while when no one was considered between, to be settled or taking an oath before the Lord, and they did not land on person's property, then owners accept this, and requires the animals to stolen from the neighbor's relation made the owner was torn and prized and while a neighbor's wearing enrollment as evidence should not be required to pay the torn animal. If anyone borrows animals from neighbors and is in a jury and dies, the owner should send mutilation for the owner of the animal borrowed to have to pay. The animals who hire in money and may pay according to the loss. If a man is a virgin with a pledge to marry, and she with her, he must be prior price and she be a wife. If obviously refuse to give in to him, he must pay still a bridal price of virgin. And when allowed to restore it alive, anyone in sexual relationship with animals is put to death, whatever sacrificing gods or on God to be destroyer. Mistreat the oppressor fathers in Egypt, and they take advantage of the widows, for less if you do. They cry out to me, suddenly they hear the cry, and my anger will be arose, and I'll kill you, the steward and your wives, because the widows and children of your list, and little money, and I won't want people among them who is needy, and do not treat like a brotherless, deal large interest. If you take your nearest cloak and hide it toward the sunset, because that's a cloak one covering near has, and else a sheet and in. Cry out to me, I will hear, and be compassionate, and have blame on God, or curse the ruler of people. Do not look back, offering grain as that. You must give the firstborn of the son, and do the same with your cattle, and a sheep and slain mother after 7 days will give them the 8th day, and you are to be the holy people, must eat the meals of the animals, and torn the wild beasts, and throw it to the dogs. Anyway, sorry about that. I think I read the wrong chapter once again, but I guess to read another chapter, 24 and 25, we have a chapter for the day after this. It's very short, and I have time to actually read it. Sorry about that. Do not spare the false reports. Do not help the guilty person by being a matchless witness. Do not follow the crowd and do no wrong when you give testimony in a lawsuit. To restore the justice and sign a crowd, and to the favoritism of a poor person in a lawsuit. If you cross to a family ox and donkey wandering off, to be sure to be on it. If you see a donkey and someone who hates you and fall down your load, don't leave it there, and you sure to sleep with them. Do not declare justice of poor people in lawsuit. Have nothing to do with false charges, and do not innocent honest person to death, and equally to guilt. You accept the bride on line to receive and twist no words and innocent. You depress the runners, and you knows how it feels to be part of because you are part of Egypt. For 6 years, you are not to field, harvest a crop. During the 7th year, and let an untow unused the poor among your people. Make good food from it. And the wild animals from the eat of the left, the same in the vineyard, and in the olive grove. And 6 days in your work, 7 days in your work. So your ox and donkey and the rest is they born, and the household and planet, and living in the among will be refreshing. Nice. Be careful to do everything I have said to you. Do not invoke the name of other gods. Do not let it be heard your lips. The 3 times in your celebrate this festival to me. Celebrate the festival of the unleavened bread for 7 days. Bread made without yeast. I command you to do this in period anointed time, and then come out to eat and appear before the empty-handed. Celebrate the festival of harvest and the fruitful crop. Use not your field, celebrate the festival of gathering in the end of the year. When you gather the crop in your field, and the 3 times a year the men appear before a sovereign Lord, do not offer the blood sacrifice to among them anything containing yeast. And on the festival of offering makes calves in the morning, bring a firstborn in the soil of the house of your God. And do not take the goat, and you must milk. Sorry about all this. See, I'm sending the angels ahead of you to guard along the way, to bring to you places that I have prepared. Pay attention to him and listen to what I say. When the bell gets down, he will not forget about it. In the name of him, if you are carefully to say what to do what I say. If an enemy to you, your enemy supposed to pursue you. The angel will go ahead of you and bring you into the land anointed pierced eyes, cannot hide it under lies. You will wipe them out, but you bow down before the gods, or worship them and fall low and practical. And you demolish them, embarking the scare, stone pieces, worship your God. But blessed will be your food and water, taking sickness from among you, and the stones that miscarried from burning in your hand. I'll give you a full lifespan and spend terror ahead of you, and surrounding confusion in every nation, countering on making your enemies to turn back, so ruin the sin and terrorists ahead of you, to drive to the lights, your eyes are driving you out of your way. But I drive them in a single year, because they have become exploited in the heart and was more for you. Little by little, I'll drive them before you, and you Christians will take possession of the land. I will establish borders for the Red Sea, and then on the Mediterranean Sea, the desert and Elias River. I'll give you the land and people who live in, and you will drive them out before you, and make covenant with them or with their gods. Do not live in the land, and it calls you to sin against me because of the worship of other gods. I'm certainly going to be a snare to you. Sorry about mishap once again, guys. I'm sorry about that, but we made it. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe, please. People are loving my previous trip that I took to this Tacoma Falls. We're going back there again next Tuesday. Sorry. I don't know why I was paused there for a second. We're going back for part 2. But this time I'm going to work on more like camera work apparently, because someone said on my comments saying we got motion sickness for what I was doing. So I'm going to work on my camera, work out this next time, part 2. Hopefully it's a lot better than the first one, but all you liked the first trip, and it's up to 413. Other ones are up to 424, 120, 420. You guys love them to death, and I'm so surprised that you guys enjoy that. But I'm going to part 2 next Tuesday, this coming week, and I will see you in the next trip like that, and you'll see the flowers once again. And this time I'm going to change up my words, and I'm going to say all the words as possible. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Love you guys. Enjoy. Bye.